this one called?
That is the Bromley, I
The
believe.
Bromley.
Yes.
That's also another one coming up, a hot pick later on in the show. That hat comes in the gray, chocolate, a black, and then like a lighter tan color as well. Really fun, and that's all that suede look. But you know what we have in the show? Two fabulous pairs of slippers.
Oh yeah.
This one is the Mary Jane style. Oh goodness, really comfortable. The Mary Jane style slipper with a little extra bling, because if you're gonna be inside, first of all, don't be walking around inside without support.
That's right.
All that hard work that you're doing on your feet by wearing your Vionics outside all day long, sometimes we're inside longer than we're outside.
Exactly.
And if you're barefoot on the hard surface, it's not great for your feet. That's why slippers from Vionic are so, so important. On a featured price today, 4 easy payments of under $20. Great way to kick off your fall by picking these up. This one is the Merlot. We are very limited in the sizes we have in these. Size 8 is all we have left there. This is the blue, size 6, 8, 10, and 11. This one is the brown, sizes 5 through 11, and then black and taupe we also have in sizes 5 through 11. These are also great giftable.
Right.
I love gifting slippers.
Absolutely right, and whole sizes only, so if you sit on the half size with this size down, so an 8.5 down to an 8, 7.5 down to a 7, and medium fitting, and it is a true medium fit, this particular style.
But this is adjustable as well,
it's
so
adjustable,
you've got a little
So if you've got a high, great feature there, so if you've got a higher instep, lower instep, this is reasonably open footed because it is that Mary Jane style, so you know, even if it, absolutely, and that's actually a removable footbed there too.
It is?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
so
look at that, it
that's
is.
the Orthotic technology, but you know, if you want it in the really cool months, wear it with socks, you can really sort of adjust that fitting as well. But that's a removable insert there, so think about the surfaces you're walking around in the home, you know, the hardwood floors, you know, tiles, even carpet, you're not getting any support underneath the foot, so your foot's just rolling back over to try and meet the ground. So to have that sort of podiatrist design technology with every single step you take around the home is going to make the world of difference.
I adore these slippers, and I get a new pair of Vionic slippers every single year. It's just like my thing that my husband do, well, that I tell him to do for me.
Yes.
And
we
I
can get him some of the men's slippers. We have men's
true.
slippers.
We have done that.
Looking after you, Dan.
Thanks. Love that we have the outsole that's rubberized, because I often have to just run out real quick after children, dogs, mail, whatever it might be. And other slippers are like felt on the bottom.
Yeah, that's right, and they'll generally disintegrate. So we put that really sort of durable rubber outsole in there, so you can wear them outside. You know, you take the dogs out, take the trash out, run down to the store, whatever you might be. And you know, this is actually a great. I mean, this doesn't really look like a traditional slipper. So this is the sort of style you can probably get away with wearing fairly casually as well.
And we've had so many colors. Our callers on Sunday when we were having a show were telling us that they just run out the door in their slippers, and then they don't realize it for a while.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Because they feel so good on your feet, but they're not that flimsy slipper thing that you expect.
Exactly. So let's have a look at the side of the foot this time as well with Elin here on a hard, flat, unnatural surface, a pretty common surface we see around the home, which is the tile there. So a couple of things we want to have a look at. First of all, just notice the line that we've drawn along her arch and how flat it is and how close it is to the ground. But watch it lift up when I realign Elin and put it back into that natural alignment. Now you can see how it's lifted and there's a nice curvature on that arch. But when I take that support away, there you can see how that foot's rolling back over to try and meet the ground. Now let's have a look here too. I'm just going to draw a line where Elin's big toe is sitting, and then realign the foot, and then just draw a line where her toes ended up.
Look
and you
at
can
that.
see that foot's actually shortened. It's shortened about a quarter to a half an inch there. And the reason being, when your foot is in that overpronated position, where I let it go, you can see how it's elongating, and that's putting a lot of that stress and strain on the soft tissues and joints in the foot and the lower leg. And a lot of people will say, as I'm getting older, oh, my feet are getting flatter. Sorry, my feet are getting bigger, but what's actually happening is your foot's getting flatter.
Or you've heard women after they've had children say, oh, I gained a half size with every child.
Exactly.
But it's because of the weight pushing down and flattening out your arches. This gives you that arch back.
Exactly right. And what I just want to show again is that, you know, if you have a look at where that elongation is coming from, it's coming from the arch. Watch the heel. The heel's not actually moving at all. If I let it go, that heel stayed in the same place. The elongation's coming from this arch area, and that's what's putting a lot of that stress and strain on that particular area. And you think about it, a lot of people suffer from that early morning sort of heel pain and that sort of thing. That's because your foot, generally when you're asleep, is in this sort of position when you hit the hard flat surface. And that's a pretty big shock for your foot there when you hit the ground. But let's have a look. Actually, I might just slip the insert out and just pop that underneath your foot. And that's going to show the difference. You can see there that level of support that you're getting. You can see how Elin's arch is lifted up and see really how that arch is hugging the contours of Kylene's feet.
You really should not be walking around barefoot. I always say thanks honey, I always say to have a pair of indoor shoes,
Yep.
but this is better because this is an actual slipper that has the orthotic support in it
Yep.
and looks great. It's designed to be indoors, so it's perfect.
Absolutely.
That color right there is the blue, size 6, 8, 10, and 11. These come in only medium widths, and they're whole sizes, correct?
That's right, so half size is size down.
We also have that fun Merlot color. We've got chocolate, or probably brown, black, and taupe. Colleen's got on the taupe, and they've got a little bit of bling there, which we like.
That's right.
Let's talk to Karen. Hi, Karen.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Did you pick up the loafers? Is that what I'm reading?
I did.
Aren't they
I
great?
got the loafers in the natural snake. I just couldn't pass them up.
No,
Awesome.
they're gorgeous.
It's a great option.
Have you tried Vionic before?
I have. It's actually gotten to be about the only brand of shoe that I can wear.
Really?
I started with the Tides, and I just felt so good after walking in them all day that I've gone into the shoes, and they just make the biggest difference in the world for me in terms of how my legs and my back feel at the end of a work day. You know, the loafers were a little expensive, but I'm worth it. I've got to have that kind of support to be able to continue on.
You're so worth it. And
I
look,
love it.
this is what's
And the
coming
easy
home
pay
to you.
helps.
Yeah, the easy pay helps as well. And you know what I say as well is if your feet are hurting and you're uncomfortable in your back and your knees and all that, you're not doing as well during the day. So it really is helpful for you, not only just because it would be different if it was just a cute pair of shoes, but it also really is doing something good for your body. So definitely worth it.
Right. And I love the styles that are coming out. I picked up the Today's Special Value a couple of weeks ago with the moccasins
That's right.
that were on, and they were great. You know, I just love these smart styles that Vionic is coming out with.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you so much for that feedback, Karen. I said our design team are doing, a fantastic job, and they're working really, really hard to make sure we're just going to keep on bringing more and more sort of stylish footwear, but still just have that same, what I like to call that Vionic DNA, that support and that, that fantastic footbed that's going to help support the foot.
Well, I really appreciate it. This is the second time I've spoken to you in probably 6 months, so
Excellent.
I guess it's a testament to how much I'm ordering, right?
And I thank you so much for that support too, Karen. I really,
It's becoming
really do
a thing,
appreciate
Karen.
it.
You got to call back at least twice every 6 months.
I know.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks for calling. Keep watching. You got a whole other hour and a half of great styles.
Maybe I should not, but I probably will. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much,
Bye-bye.
Karen. Appreciate your
Bye-bye.
feedback. Bye.
She made up the loafer, which was awesome. This is the Elin. It's a Mary Jane slipper available in Merlot blue, black taupe, and brown. Do not neglect your feet indoors. This is the perfect time of year to pick them up to get ready for the season that's ahead. If you love the style, the Mary Jane style, this is the Mary Jane Mules. It's the Joan. Under $100 and on 5 easy payments of $19.99. All right, we are going to take a listen